Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Mail-In Podcast. I am your host, Brett Merriman. In front of me, you may know him as the husband of my normal co-host, Sally deFries. We have Will deFries.
Hi.
In the building, the Will the Beast.
It's me.
What's up?
Not much. How about you?
What happened to Sally?
We had our first ever baby throw-up situation. We've had spit-ups. We've had whatevers. But we have our first ever. Little man got a little stomach bug, and I had to fill in as he needs his mama.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
I hope the Fritz man's doing okay today.
He's doing okay. He seems to be a little more on the mend, so I'm not too concerned about it. In between pukes, he's all smiles. So
that's great.
We're cruising right now.
Awesome. That's good to know. Sally, I would assume we'll be back next week, but we got the Will man.
Yeah,
just the guys.
I haven't been here in a bit.
Welcome back. How do you like the new mail-in with your wife on it?
It's good. It's good. Yeah,
I think so too.
It's fine.
Well, hey, come on now. We have fun there.
It's my mom's favorite podcast. So,
well, your mom is my favorite Wash Media Network mom.
Thank you. She goes hard. I like. She's my favorite mom too.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, she's a good one.
If you're new here, maybe you're a fan of Will and you're wondering what he's up to. Well, he's on this podcast, The Mail-In. We answer your questions. Maybe you're in your 20s or 30s and you need help with stuff, and we're here to help you out. Excited to have Will here today because, Sally's great. But sometimes you just need a guy.
You're getting the other party. You're getting the other party's view on this one.
Yeah.
You're getting the other side of the I mean, who knows? I think she's affected my thinking so much in the last however many years that you're pretty much going to get just regurgitated Sally takes right now. But I think that might be what people want.
Now's your chance to fire back, to answer the critics.
Based on the question, I don't know if I need to fire back at Sally for anything, but who knows? People might get put on Front Street.
Wow. Front Street. Shouts to Front Street Pizza, Troy, New York. How can you help us out? Subscribe on iTunes and follow on Spotify. Hit the hotline number 888-362-MAIL. That's 888-362-6245. Or you can write in at the link in the Twitter bio at Mail-In Podcast. Will, are you ready?
I'm ready.
First question. Hi, Brett and Sally. This is, by the way, this is not necessarily a question, but I needed to read this.
Okay.
And then I will follow up with a question after.
Fine
this.
by me.
Here we go. Hi, Brett and Sally. First time, long time. Unfortunately, my life is not a rom-com. Well, it's
too bad.
It's too bad. And we didn't have our first date in the Kansas City airport. So here I am writing a missed connection in 2022. Were you ever a missed connection guy?
Never actually doing them. I did have dreams of maybe one day finding one where someone was talking about me. But I would definitely look at them. I would look at both the Northern Michigan ones, which were hilariously just stupid because no one in Northern Michigan uses that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I would also, when I would get bored, I would actually just go to the New York City ones on Craigslist and just read those because sometimes they were funny, romantic, whatever. And it was just kind of nice. I think at one point I did a column on the original Sunday Scaries blog that was breaking down certain misconnections. And
wow.
Stuff. I don't remember if I actually did it or if I just thought about it, but I think I might have done one.
That's heat.
Yeah.
Intern Adam here too. This episode is sponsored by Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Thank you, Adam. I'm going to put this right here. Anyway, I was taking the early flight out of New Orleans last Sunday morning, and a cute guy looked at my scary sweatshirt and gave me a look, and I returned that look. He was way ahead of me in the TSA line, so I didn't see him again. Here's part two.
Okay.
I was flying through Kansas City on my way back home. As I was waiting.
Is this the same person?
Same person. This is the same person.
Okay.
As I was waiting to deplane, I hear, quote, "I've never seen anyone in washed merch before." And guess what? It was the guy from TSA.
There you go.
He was sitting behind and across from me the whole flight. We briefly chatted about our favorite podcasts. Speaking of, I'm so glad Sally is back on the Mail-In.
Well, she's going to hate today.
He said he was the Sal gal himself. Sal guys, stand up.
Yeah, Sal Poppies.
We get to the gate bridge and he dropped what he was carrying, but I kept walking and then didn't see him again in the terminal.
You hate to see this.
I don't really have a question attached to this, but I'm just shooting my shot and letting airport guy know my DMs are open, love the pod, and thanks to all for the advice.
I'm logging in now. I believe I received a tweet about this on Sunday.
Really?
I believe I did. Let me go to the Sunday Scaries Sunday Scaries Twitter account, which is at Sunday Scaries for those keeping track at home.
Right.
I believe I got something about this, and it made me very happy because I think a lot of people in the world have a lot of anxiety about finding someone to spend the rest of their life with.
Ooh.
And if Sunday Scaries could ever help somebody,
why'd you look at Randy?
I didn't. No, Randy's doing just fine. But if Sunday Scaries could ever be the mediator between two people, meeting up and doing that, it would make me so happy. Just last night, 2 podcast listeners got together in their Scaries sweatshirts at a bar and met for the first time, and they posted a photo, and it made me so happy.
Wow.
It's just a beautiful thing you love to see. Let me see. Somebody said on Sunday, they said, a cute guy just did the hang loose emoji at my Sunday Scaries sweatshirt in the airport.
Oh, man.
Yep.
So we have a beat on this.
Yeah.
So if this guy is listening to the Mail-In podcast this week, I would assume you know who you are if you flew through the Kansas City airport and mentioned something to a girl about a Scary sweatshirt.
And you have to think, because they're flying to the same place, that there's a higher chance than not that they might live in a similar geographic area.
Yep. Could be.
I really want this to happen.
Me too. But point being is, do you have any either missed connections from your past that you can reminisce on, or the rules for missed connections, or maybe tips?
What I'm about to say sounds weird.
Okay.
Have you ever had a dream where you're romantically involved with somebody, and then the next day you wake up and you can't shake it?
Ooh.
Have you ever had this happen before? I've mentioned this to people before, and I've gotten 2 reactions. Some people are like, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you think about them all morning, and they're like weirdly, like, it might be someone from your past. It might be like, it could be someone you've never even met before, or someone that doesn't exist. But there's someone in your dream, and you had such a lucid dream.
Yeah.
That it sticks with you for like a couple hours in the morning. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Absolutely.
And that's like the closest thing I've ever had. I don't think I've ever had like a legitimate misconnection outside of like being drunk at a bar and meeting somebody and being like, I really wish I would have talked to them more. But this is all from like, 10 years ago.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. This is for me, it's like college, like single Brett ski trips.
Yeah.
Or New York City ski trips or work trips or whatever it might be. It's like you meet somebody. Oh, perfect example. Meeting somebody on a chairlift.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so like
I've done that. I've met a cute girl on a chairlift before, and I remember thinking like, wouldn't mind catching another chair with her, right? This sesh.
Yes, that is 100%. I've had that happen to me on a chairlift before, where it's just like, oh, she was awesome. Like we had an unbelievable conversation, and I will never see her again. I think I distinctly remember from like freshman year of college that happening. Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire, if you're out there.
I woke up one morning after a night out.
Just kidding, Caroline.
I had a dream about someone that didn't exist, but I remember exactly what this person.
So this happened to you. Your dream scenario happened to somebody you don't know.
Yeah. I didn't. It was a fake person. Okay.
What?
But I knew what the person. We weren't. It wasn't like a hookup dream. It wasn't like a dream like that. It was just a dream where I had a crush on this random person.
Okay.
And this had to have been probably 2012. Like 10 years ago.
Senior year of high school, baby.
Long time ago. And I told my buddy about it the next morning, and it was a running joke. We weren't working that day. We were just going to day drink all day, have fun. And we joked about it all day. We're like, if we see this brunette who's dressed in business casual clothing walk into the bar, like I'm talking to her immediately.
Because like that was the girl in your dream.
Yeah. And so all night we were making this joke. We sat at the bar all night, and we kept on making the joke whenever someone walked in. We were like, oh, no, not her. Damn it. But like, had there been a girl that was a brunette wearing business casual clothes and she walked in, I would have gone all in that night and been like, hey, I need to buy you a drink right now.
Would you have led off with you're literally in my dreams last night?
Absolutely not.
And I don't know who you are.
I think the only time I would actually divulge that information would be if we got married, and then on our wedding night after she couldn't turn back, I would have been like, so the reason I came up to you so adamantly was because I dreamt about you the night before. But no one walked into that bar that night, and I'm pretty sure my buddy Todd and I slept in the same bed that night.
Nice. If somebody could write down the number of romantic comedy ideas we've mentioned on this podcast, we'd have like a Matthew McConaughey 2000 to 2008 lineup.
I mean, I spoke about one on Circling Back Patreon today.
Really?
Yeah. It's behind the paywall, so I can't talk about it right now. It's called The Roster, but
The Roster.
we can't talk about that right now.
Wow. Is his name Ross?
No, it would ideally be starring Anna Kendrick, a la about 2014.
Okay. It's oddly specific.
Yeah. I feel like that's when she was like really like on the up and up. And now I feel like she's just doing movies that I don't want to see anymore.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Man, missed connections. Easier than they once were. You know?
So much easier than they once were.
But it's not like you can ride a chairlift with somebody and then find their Instagram. You know?
No, but I feel like now you could ride a chairlift with somebody and hope that they're on a dating app.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I mean-
okay. Like hope that your Bumble radius / Hinge radius matches.
I think that would be the ideal situation if you're on like a chairlift at this point. It's that you hope like you can actually just hop on an app and hope that you get matched with them. And you
I
can be
see.
like, wait, I mean, what better opening line than being like saying something about the chairlift ride that you just shared?
Totally. I was gonna
What, Brett?
opening line. Ready for this? If I was a douchebag Hinge user, okay,
Like you're like a San Francisco tech bro who decided to go to Tahoe for the weekend with your boys.
and here's the line. Ready?
Okay.
Ready?
Don't get us canceled.
Hey, it's cool going up with you, but I never got the chance to go down.
Okay. I you know, like that's entertaining enough that like even though it does border like, you know, maybe being a little creepy.
Yeah, definitely.
It's still kind of funny.
Okay.
Still kind of funny.
We can edit that out if we need to, if we don't want to be canceled.
No, I don't think you need to edit that out.
You know what?
I don't think that's canceled.
You know what? I'll never cancel.
Please do it. Yes.
Fizz bubbles.
There you go.
Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Nowadays, Will, you can go into the grocery store, go into the liquor store in Texas, or enter the beer and wine and liquor and alcohol aisle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of options out there.
It all looks
There's a lot of options out there. You know who doesn't? You know who breaks the mold?
I think I got an idea.
The orange box.
Yep.
And inside that orange box is Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C and superfruit acerola.
That's what's up.
It is, what's the temperature outside right now, Will, if you had to guess?
About 71.
Yep, 71. Is there a cloud in the sky?
I couldn't tell you, but I don't think so based on what I've seen today.
No, there's not. There's absolutely not. And you know what I want to be doing right now?
What?
Drinking a Vizzy on my patio, maybe.
Well, you're doing it on a podcast. It's close.
I just did. That's the watermelon strawberry.
Did you swallow that wrong?
I did.
Okay.
It kind of caught my throat differently.
Kind of felt like you swallowed it wrong.
Yep. But you know, I'll do it again.
It goes down. I mean, yeah, it goes down easy either way.
Like I said, the first and only hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. You can go the original pack, Will. You know, everybody loves the original pack. Pineapple mango, black cherry lime, strawberry kiwi, and blue pani.
They're classics.
Classic. Or you can go with the lemonade variety pack or the watermelon variety pack. And I'm going to tell you right now, the lemonade variety pack is getting some tread this summer.
I mean, you're not going wrong with any of them, whether it's the variety packs or whether it's the classics. You're not going to be upset.
You're absolutely right, but the peach lemonade is a must in every golf bag that I go out with this summer. Even though, you know what? Legal disclaimer, some courses you're not allowed to bring your own alcohol. So
Who cares?
Allegedly, if I were to bring my own alcohol into the course, it would be peach lemonade, hard seltzer from Vizzy.
I think you're allowed to.
I think you are too. Step up your game with Vizzy Hard Seltzer. It's got 5% alcohol by volume, 100 calories, and less than 1 gram of real cane sugar per can, which gives every sip of Vizzy more exhilaration.
No sipping.
No, you do sip it.
It's definitely sipping.
Anyway, find out where you can purchase Vizzy by going to VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. That's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/washed. To get updates on our latest flavor drops and more, sign up for our emails. VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. Again, that's VizzyHardSeltzer.com/subscribe. You must be 21 or older to consume. How about a voicemail, Will?
Let's do it.
Hey, Brett and Sally. It's your boy, Andy. Calling in with some Valentine's Day insecurity. I'm a big not fan of Valentine's Day. I think it's a fake holiday. It's stupid. It's made up. That being said, I think my girlfriend thinks it's important. It's, something she likes. We have never really done a big Valentine's Day, seeing as I was in college and we lived in different places. Do I have to do something good, big for Valentine's Day? Could I like do something the day before and have it just be a thing and not a Valentine? I don't know. Valentine's Day is dumb and I hate it, but I'll do it if I have to, I guess. I'll shut up and listen. Okay, bye.
Valentine's Day, Will. You know what the easier answer is? This guy thinks of Valentine's Day, whatever his girlfriend thinks. If she loves it, guess who loves it? If she hates it, guess who hates it?
But how did he say how long they've been dating for?
No.
Because like if you haven't been dating for that long and this isn't your first, is this their first Valentine's Day?
No, he said they have done them before, but they went to different colleges, so it was never like a.
That's not what I wanted to hear. Because I was gonna say if it's your first Valentine's Day, now's the time you can set the tone.
Oh, okay.
Like I remember obviously I was poor at this time, so I didn't have to like really. The expectations were low for me.
Mm-hmm.
But my first ever serious girlfriend, serious girlfriend out of high school. We decided that we would go to B-Dubs for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
And you know what we did the next Valentine's Day? We went to B-Dubs.
Oh,
and it became our thing. We never made it to a third B-Dubs as we broke up. But I do think that, like, the fact that I pulled the B-Dubs card, I was very happy about that. It was kind of a bit, but also, like, not. And the fact that I just had to buy some B-Dubs for the night, that was a big plus for me. It was about a $35 night. We were too young to drink at the time.
My first Valentine's Day with my first real girlfriend outside, I had a high school girlfriend who was serious. My first college girlfriend that was serious, we went ice skating. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then tried to find a restaurant.
How'd that go?
Not well.
Yeah.
So we went to Panera for Valentine's Day.
I think that
Sorry.
This guy, if you don't like Valentine's Day, then I think you need to do something that might take a little more effort, but might make your life a little better. And that's just make dinner at home.
Oh, there you go.
Make a nice dinner at your place. I don't know if they live together at this point. I don't know what. But like, I hate the idea of buying a gift solely for Valentine's Day because it just seems like a waste of money. It seems like it's a made-up holiday. Everyone knows that. I think if you can do a nice dinner that you make yourself and you can skip going out and seeing all these other couples going out. I mean, once you get married, Sally and I have zero plans for Valentine's Day, and we're not going to do anything.
It's just a day that ends in Y for you guys.
Well, we have our wedding anniversary is shortly there. It's a week after. And
so you got a combo.
She already said, I got you a combo Valentine's Day gift and anniversary gift. And I almost wanted to say, like, just make it an anniversary gift. I have not bought her anything. And it is the 10th right now at the time of this recording.
It is.
I've not bought her anything. And I need to.
Yeah, I have a pretty standard. My Valentine's Day tempo is pretty solid. Flowers, chocolate, dinner.
Yeah.
Card is important. Card.
I truly don't think we'll do anything. But we have a kid now. We don't really care about this stuff.
That is your Valentine's Day present.
Yeah.
The Fritz man.
I don't know. This second anniversary, not a big anniversary by any means. It's not a monumental one. There's nothing special about it. And so I am kind of conflicted on how hard I need to go in terms of a gift.
I don't. What is the 5 is like wood and 10 is silver and
wood.
What are the anniversary numbers?
I know
there's numbers to this stuff, man.
There is. Let me look this up right now.
What'd you do for numero uno? That's a big one.
Okay. Interesting. This is weird as hell.
Okay. Is it like?
I did not know it was this built out of a list. I thought it was once every 5 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
Drop some knowledge.
Okay. First anniversary, paper.
Okay.
Second anniversary, cotton.
Oh, wait, hold on. Like diapers?
No, diapers are not cotton unless you're doing our diapers aren't cotton.
Oh, is it a little crunchier on the diaper? Yeah.
Third anniversary, leather. Fourth, fruit or flowers. Fifth, wood. I can't believe wood is on here.
I told you the 5th was wood.
And then I'm going to go 6 through 10 and then I'll read the 5 years after.
Okay.
So 6 through 10 is candy or iron, wool or copper for 7, 8, pottery or bronze, 9th, willow or pottery, 10th, tin or aluminum, 15th, crystal, 20th, china, 25th, silver, 30th, pearls, 35th, coral.
Hang on a second.
40th, ruby, 45th, sapphire, 50th, gold, 55th, emerald, 60th, diamond. And I think they assume everyone dies after that because they don't have anything for after 60.
60 is the top boss.
Diamond.
That's the top level of the girl boss micro level marketing. I nailed that.
Yeah, you killed that. If you are out there and your wife gives you shit for not getting her a diamond on the first anniversary, just tell her
Babe,
it's only
it's
going to be
paper.
59 more years.
It's paper.
Yeah.
That's a funny, like, guy's guy joke.
Yep.
Yeah, 59 more years.
Just got 59 more years. I don't even remember what we did last year for our anniversary.
You get her a card?
Probably got her flowers or something.
Nailed it. Ooh. Special delivery.
Ooh. Little package action. Look at us.
Anyway, your opinion of Valentine's Day, in my opinion, should boil down to whatever your significant other wants it to be.
Yeah. It's not your choice.
Nope.
But like, if they love it, then go have
Then love
fun
it back.
and make the best out of it. If they don't care either way, then try to diminish it as much as possible so that in future years you don't have to worry about it. I don't think anyone wants to worry. I think I cared more about it when I was dating. I think now it's just like another day.
Just tell them you love them.
Yep.
Make that the baseline.
But as a general rule, if you are ever thinking about, if you ever have the agreement that you're not doing gifts this year for any holiday, don't get caught red-handed.
Exactly. Yeah. Make sure that you're communicating that level of desire for the holiday. Like, don't go and be like, oh, I didn't know you want to do anything, babe. Like, I don't have anything planned. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So, or it could be the other way.
Yeah.
Don't be the guy that's like putting rose petals on beds and getting hotels. If she's like, oh, I don't really care. I have to work tomorrow early. And
Yeah.
I was gonna go to a Pilates class.
Yeah.
and,
Kind of wanted to just sit at home and eat dinner in bed.
like, you want to do quesadillas? It's like, oh, I had the steak ready to go.
If you are the people that do like, oh, we're not doing gifts this year, buy a gift. And then if she actually doesn't get you a gift, then just save the gift that you bought for the next time you need a gift.
How about that?
There you go.
Will's playing chess out here.
Yeah. And little do people know that I don't play chess. I just buy a gift for her every time because I don't want to deal with it.
Let's do the next one, Will. What's up, mail-in crew? Hope you all are well. Thank you. Hope you are well too. Writing in today as a single 25-year-old, ring the bell, ding, whose best friend of many, many years and his wife are about to have their first child. I love them both dearly, and I'm so excited for them, but selfishly, I am worried about how this is going to impact our friendship. With that in mind, what are some do's and don'ts for being the single friend to your friends that now have a kid? I want them to still have fun and to do stuff with me, but don't want to come off as an immature ass in the process. In other words, how can I be a good friend to friends with kids when I feel I could not be any further from that point in my life? Hope that makes sense. Excited to hear your thoughts. Thanks in advance. Much love to the squad. That's a little like Shakespearean end to that.
He killed this.
ABBA or whatever it is. Will, I didn't write this in. This is not me referring to
Me?
you.
Could be.
I do want to say my IPA intake has decreased dramatically since you had a child, but
Mine
that's
too.
neither here nor there.
Mine too.
What can this guy do?
I have 5 things.
Hit me. The
I've written
pillars.
down 5 rules.
Okay.
They increase in importance.
Okay.
The first one, happy hour, probably off the table at this point.
Oh,
It's not what you want to hear. But if I've learned anything about the schedule that I have with my wife and with my child, it's that the time between 5 o'clock and 7 p.m. when he goes to bed is sacred time. Phones need to get put away. We don't put our phones away, but phones should get put away. And attendance for bedtime routine, I don't know if that's what it's called for everybody, but we call it bedtime routine.
okay.
Attendance for that is mandatory unless you have a work event.
Okay.
Or if you've pre-cleared this, days in advance.
Got it.
But like, I'm probably not going to burn a missed bedtime routine for like a quick happy hour. Like if I'm gonna miss bedtime routine, it needs to be something important because, one, I want to hang out with my child.
Sure. Yeah.
Put him to bed. I want him to see me before he shuts his eyes. And 2, like you only have so many times where you can step out and put all the work on the other person. You don't always want to burn that by going to some random bar.
Oh, so
unless you really need it.
Got it. Okay. So there's a points system. Like you have built up X amount of points. Then you can trade in those, you can cash in those points for a night out.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
if Sally was like, "Hey, I'm going to go to happy hour tonight with like this crew," and then like 2 nights later she did it again, I'd be like, you just go out for drinks like after he goes to bed and like make it easier on both of us?
Okay.
Just
So
give him
there's a trading card system involved here.
I think it's kind of like an unspoken one.
Okay.
But
Okay.
who knows? The next one. If you make a plan, stick to it. Don't add more chaos to their life by being like, well, we might go here. Oh, we're going at this time now instead. Because they might have already gotten a babysitter in line. They might have already, they might have already planned out their entire night. And once things start to get shuffled more, that's when it becomes more of a strain on the people that have a kid at home that they need to deal with.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like if someone's like, oh, well, they don't take reservations. So instead of showing up at 7, we need to be there at 6:30 and we all have to be there to sit down. It's like, well, we're not going to do that. We have a babysitter who's already been told that they're coming here at 7. I'll see you at 7:15.
Got it.
Third, make sure you're reaching out to them instead of waiting for them to reach out to you. I think this
Okay.
might be
I like this one.
This might be one of the biggest ones. Like, I put my phone away for a lot of time at night these days, not just because I have a kid, but partially just because I'm on my phone all day anyway. And so it's like, when I'm not always reaching out to people, you have to reach out to them because they have a new best friend in their life, and it's their child.
Right. Like a dependent best friend.
Yeah. And you just don't, you might think of things that you want to text your friends or hit them up about, but you don't always do it because you're distracted. You got shit going on. You might have the kid in your hands and your phone in the other hand. Then you get yelled at like, why are you on your phone right now?
You got to hold the child.
Yeah.
That takes away phone time. So you can maybe get some text at the end of the day, you respond to them, but you're not actively going to be the guy who's like, dude, you see that Man United kick?
I'm on my phone the entire time.
Okay.
But like, if you're in a situation where it just makes it really hard on the person with a kid, if you're like, if you don't reach out to them, like you don't want to feel like you're an outsider in either case.
Okay. Well, on that same vein, let me ask you, would you rather be offered plans and turn them down as a new dad? And this, I'm asking for this guy. Or if you're this guy, are you waiting for Will deFries to offer up plans saying, hey, I have an opportunity on Friday night. I have some time that I can be away from the house. So do you, as a guy who's asking the new parents, talk to me about that dynamic.
I would rather have somebody reaching out to me
and you have to say, hey,
and I say no, because like, I might have felt guilt about turning people down for plans before having a kid. Now that I have a kid, I feel zero guilt being like, can't do it, not happening.
Sure.
Because nothing else really matters nearly as much. So it's like, why I'm not going to justify why I can't going out. They know why I can't go out right now.
Yep.
But once somebody gets in like 5 no's in a row, they might stop texting you. But like me, I don't want people to stop texting me. I'd still rather have the option so I can either say no, yes or no. It's nothing personal. It just is what it is. But that brings me to my next point. When they turn down plans, don't give them shit for it.
Sure.
It happens.
Sure.
Like it's just tough. It's exactly what we just talked about. Like you can't make them feel guilty. You just have to go on to the next one and understand that like maybe next time.
Sure.
Do you want the final one?
Hit me. And
this one might not be the most fun option for the person without a kid, but for the person with a kid, this is nice. Instead of trying to go out to like a busy bar, wild restaurant, whatever, offer to come over to their place sometimes, or just say like, I can come over and hang out with you after they go to bed. One thing I've learned since having a child is that noise machines are much stronger and more efficient than I could have ever anticipated.
Really?
And it makes it a lot easier on us when, if a plan falls through or something, a lot of times we're just like, do you guys just want to come over here? Once he's in bed, we can literally do whatever we want here besides leave. And that always seems to turn out pretty well.
Forgive me, because I have always felt, I'll play the friend in this instance.
Yeah.
I've always been like, oh, it's kind of their sacred place. Like that's their sanctuary.
There's Monday
baby
through
stuff. Like,
Sunday through Thursday it is.
Okay.
But Fridays, like if we want to do something, like, sure, there are Fridays you don't want to do anything.
Right.
But there's also a lot of Fridays when it's like, I kind of want to do something, but we can't leave at this point because we have no babysitter.
And that gets, your significant other involved a little bit too. It's like, hey, got a new bottle of wine. I'd love you guys to try. Can I bring over some wine and cheese? We crack it.
Yeah. It's great.
It's probably 7-ish times out of 10. It'll be like, sure, Friday night or whatever. But if
this especially feels good when, let's say I'm home alone. I have Fritz.
Kevin.
Sally's out of town.
Okay.
It's not my brother-in-law. My sister-in-law's boyfriend. He has come over a few times when he knows that I'm just riding out that babysitting solo.
You're going Jason Derulo.
And he's come over and been like, let's have a few drinks together and just hang out until either Sally gets home or until like one of us wants to go to bed.
Nice.
And that's always been a nice little way of hanging out. Yeah, it's an in-between. It's like I still feel like I'm being social and doing something and having a couple drinks, but I don't have the guilt the next day of like going out, being hungover, dealing with that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
It's a nice compromise.
I like that. Do you mind if I start asking you to do that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I feel like I'm gonna have to get in line now.
I feel like you're not gonna want to do that.
No, I do want to do that. I totally want to do that.
It's just an easier way to go about it.
Because the Fritz man is getting to the point where it's like he can kind of hold his own a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't have to be in your arms 24/7.
Correct.
Okay.
But it's also like once they go to bed, he rarely wakes up, and if he does wake up, it might be like 10 minutes of soothing him.
Yeah.
But like I said, the sound machine is so efficient that I don't feel bad watching a game, maybe going a little crazy for the game, whatever. And he's
really?
right on the other side of the door.
You like if you win a bet, you'd be like, yes.
Yeah, like he doesn't hear anything.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
How's the nursery look?
It's good.
Yeah.
We need to baby proof it a little bit now that he can crawl. It's tough.
Oh, he's mobile.
Yeah, he's mobile now. He's not really getting into too much trouble yet on the crawling front, but we got to baby proof that thing so I don't have to deal with it.
Can I ask you a question that I've heard in my hockey locker room recently?
Yeah.
This is not the hockey locker room of my youth, college kids. This is the hockey locker room full of dads and 40-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
What is a diaper genie?
I assume it's just the trash can for the diaper. Let me see.
The way it sounds is like it's this magic device that erases, poop.
Yeah, I got a diaper genie.
Does it like incinerate it?
We actually got a question about this.
Not to turn this into
We got a question about this on Circling Dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Buy the diaper genie.
What does it do? Why is it different than a trash can?
Okay. So it's different from a trash can because it takes different bags. These bags have I'm just speaking to mine. I don't know about these other diaper genies. Has these two plastic things at the top that can clip together and seal it shut.
Okay.
These remain open as you put the bag down into the thing. And whenever you put a diaper, I love wrapping the diaper into a little puck, like as small as I can possibly do it.
Gordy, how?
Like, because you can just wrap it all up into itself and then put it in the diaper genie. Once you put it in the diaper genie, there's some kind of twist action that happens. And I think it suppresses the smell. I could be wrong here. I have no clue, but this is what I've made up in my head. I think it suppresses the smell a little bit. We also have a bag at the bottom of the diaper genie that apparently takes away a lot of the smell as well.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's just a pee diaper, toss that thing in the garbage. Don't even think about it.
Sure.
But a diaper genie holds like, I would say 2 to 3 days worth of diapers. No smell. Put it right there. It's
really?
Nice. Yeah.
Even upon removal, like disposal, there's no smell?
Disposal, there's a little bit.
Okay.
But I also don't have very good sense of smell. So I think I'm blessed in that sense when it comes to this stuff.
How many diapers a day?
1 in the morning, another 1 in the morning before I leave for work, probably 1 around lunch, 1 after nap time, probably 2 before bed. So that's like what, like 6 or 7?
Man.
You go through a lot of diapers.
I feel like the diaper industry is...
You can try to go the route of doing, reusable cloth diapers. But
I'm good. I'm good on that.
I think it's an honorable route for people.
Sure.
I think if that's what you want to do, by all means do it. But from what I can tell, people that I know who have tried that have largely quit after a very short period of time.
And when are we rocking potty training?
I don't know.
I sound like I'm about to have a child. I am not.
No clue. I'm not.
Like 2?
3? No, I mean he has to walk first, really.
Yeah, he's got to be. But
moving. They wear diapers for a long time.
Man, they do.
The Huggies and stuff.
They be diaping.
What are they called when they can walk around in them?
Toddlers?
No, there used to be a diaper that was like, like an in-between diaper. I feel like I always saw commercials for it on Nickelodeon.
Yep. I don't remember.
I don't either.
I don't remember. It's gonna come to me later. I think we nailed that guy's question though.
I think so.
I think you just have to be patient.
I took notes before, which I feel good about, but that's my system.
I think patience, stick-to-itiveness. Like, don't be discouraged by 3 no's in a row. Be like, hey, another Friday. If you don't have, or hey, you want to go to a kid-friendly bar, maybe. Like Bolden Acres is a great one in Austin where there's strollers all over that place and dogs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
It's going to be different though.
It's really hard to balance everything, but it's a good problem to have. But like, I have officially washed myself away of the guilt of turning people down. And if there's a night that I really want to go out, I usually just try to make it happen.
Something I've been guilty of, which I want to apologize on this podcast for with you, Will, is if you do make it out, which you do, when you're like, hey, Uber's coming. And I've been like, oh, come on, like one more espresso martini. Or like, let's do a shot. I'm sorry. I know you don't need that in your life. You don't need that kind of temptation, and then you feel weird about it.
If anything, my nights now, I would prefer to go hard in the beginning of the night and then soften up as it goes the rest of the night, because I don't want to be super hungover the next day.
Well, I just mean more upon your exit. If you have the Uber app open, and I'm like, dude, come on, put it away. Come on, dude, like, come on.
No, if the Uber app is already open on my phone, good night. See you later.
Or insert name here app, because Uber doesn't sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, but that's all I use.
Yeah, same.
Whatever.
Oh, you know what though? Lyft gives me Delta points.
Really?
Yeah, you can connect your Delta account to it.
I feel like Uber should have a point system where, like, if after 100 rides you get one free ride, just one. That'd be nice.
Maybe a loyalty program.
Yeah,
they should pay their drivers better. First of all, Second of all, if like Southwest was tied to Uber, you'd be flying to Vegas for free.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Want to do the next one?
Yeah.
Hey, Brett and Will and the mail-in crew. So I guess Randy?
Yeah, Randy too.
Question about the appropriate way to ask somebody out who lives far away. Here's some context. I met this girl at a teacher conference last weekend, and we really hit it off. I feel like teacher conferences sneaky get like wild.
Yeah.
Like everybody's kind of younger, right? Or
well, I think we always thought that our teachers went home at night, read, and then went to bed after eating like a very conservative dinner.
Not Miss
And
Nash.
now I'm realizing that like these teachers didn't do that. Like these teachers were just as wild as anyone else you know.
They're popping open a bottle, talking shit about kids all day.
And at a conference, like they're looking for.
They're ready to rip. Yeah. At least that's how I imagine it in my head.
Me too.
By the way, another rom-com. Mark it down.
Yeah.
We matched on an app.
For teachers?
Hold on. They matched on an app the first day of the conference. You know that Teacher Tinge is absolutely going nuts for these things.
It goes like Olympic Village.
National Realtor Sales Conference?
Yeah, like trying to think of like some company that's like so big and they have a conference.
Inside Global.
But then like you go like 6 down and then it's teacher conference.
Yes, absolutely. It's not a parent teacher conference.
It's just teachers just looking to go crazy.
They know the rules of multiplication there.
Mm-hmm. They don't care. Oh, I get it.
Randy's
you're talking multiplying like children.
Like bunnies.
Yeah.
So they met on an app, messaged for about a day, and met up for happy hour on day 2. I mingled with her friends. She mingled with mine. Lots of mingling and good vibes to go around. Spent some time on day 3 going to some sessions at the conference together, and things went really well. We exchanged numbers, Instagrams, and snaps. Damn. She's very cute and a very quality person to talk to and be around, and would love to see her again. The only problem is she lives on the other side of the state and is about a 4-hour drive away. However, I have a week off in a couple of weeks, and I'm planning on taking a long road trip and will be driving through her city and would love to link up for lunch or dinner. Would it be better to call or text about this kind of thing? We've been Snapchatting back and forth since the conference ended and have built some rapport, but definitely feel like I should call or text about this certain thing. Or is this whole thing not worth it, and it could just be just a fun conference weekend fling? Would love your thoughts on the whole situation. Thanks in advance.
Our man's overthinking this. I feel
way
like.
Too much, dude. Just
like,
text her and be like, "Hey, I'm driving through."
You matched on a dating app?
Like, I'm driving through your city. You want to grab drinks? Just shoot her a text. Don't overthink this.
I don't think you need to even overthink the text versus call. I think if you want to be a the words are escaping me right now. Like if you want to be a classic, pick up the phone and call someone person, by all means do it.
A Picasso or a Michelangelo? What's the romantic guy?
I don't know.
Camelot? Why can't I?
Romeo?
No. Who's the Casanova?
Yeah, if you want to do that, and like
Will.
and not start your possible lifelong relationship, with a text message, then call. But like, sounds like she likes you.
Yeah.
What if she has like a husband back into her like 4 hours away?
Mr. Teacher.
Yeah, that would be tough.
So it sounds like he's hot for teacher. Did you already make that joke?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could maybe call the rom-com that, but I'm not sold on that idea.
Okay.
But dude, you're good. You're overthinking it right now.
What does he want to buy a chalkboard and go put it outside her house? Be like, oh, listen to the chalkboard.
Yeah, dude, go full Love Actually and just show up at her door.
She should call you Crayola.
Look on Snap Map and just go show up.
Yeah, find friends. You had her on that too without her knowing? Yikes.
Teachers are using Snapchat these days?
Are teachers snapping?
Why are people still using Snapchat? High schoolers are using it.
I have it. I don't use it all. I snap Caroline.
I don't even have it on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't really want to download it.
Dude, this sounds like fun, but I think it's as easy as shooting her a text and being in the city. Now, let's say he wasn't driving there. Let's say he just wants to see her again. Because his problem is easy to solve. Be like, yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, let's get a drink, whatever. Say that's not on the table, and it's just like, okay, we went to a conference for a weekend and really hit it off. What are the next steps there? Because it's not cross country, it's cross state.
Well, if anything, I feel like the pressure is just reduced right here.
Yeah.
If she says no.
Okay. See you at the next.
She's 4 hours away. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
She says yes, then you're driving 4 hours and you're gonna hang out with her.
Right.
Have you ever traveled to go see someone that you were romantically involved with?
Dude, Will,
not like a girlfriend, not like a girlfriend, but like, have you ever traveled somewhere to meet someone who would possibly be the beginning of a long distance relationship with?
Yeah. When Caroline came to our
That's fair.
Party,
it's fair.
Our Christmas party, I went on a Tuesday. I drove out there. We went to El Tiempo and I drove back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I dated a girl long distance once and like we weren't fully, dating, but I flew down and met up with her for a long weekend and just to see like, hey, is this something we want to further pursue or not?
Let me ask you this. How'd you initiate that? How'd it go from DMing or
we'd already met. We already knew each other. We already knew each other.
You met some girl at a Harbor Springs beach party and you wanted to see if it worked out long distance.
Mm-hmm.
How did you initiate like, hey, can I see you?
I don't remember. Again? I think we had just already been talking.
And it was kind of like it was natural, like, hey, okay.
We were already friends. We were already like talking and it was like, you know what? I'm going to come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say, so if he didn't have this trip planned.
I still think you do it.
That's what I mean. That's my point here is one, you make up a trip like, oh, my buddy lives like outside your city or something like that. I'm going to go spend a weekend there and just pull the fake trip card and be like, do you want to meet up for drinks before I meet up with him?
Is this the old in me saying that you don't even have to like make up the
no, I feel like to be straight to the point, be like, hey, do you want to hang out? I'd love to see you. Like, I'll drive there. Is that too much these days? Or is that like,
I don't know. I mean, if a girl that I liked that I'd already gotten happy hour with and matched on a dating app with, and I was single, if she was like, hey, I'd love to come visit.
That's the thing though.
But like
there's a line that gets crossed when visiting happens.
No, you're right. And once I said that, I realized like you can't make it seem like you want to go stay with them.
Right.
Totally. You almost do need another reason.
You need a reason.
You're right.
Like you
it's not
absolutely
even a game,
have
it's just the facts of it. Like
right.
You kind of need another reason to be there so that if you go there and it doesn't work out, or like
100%,
you walk into her apartment and she's like a hoarder or something. Then
can't
it's
have
like,
a hoarder.
I gotta go hang out with
right.
my boy.
Yeah. Like he's at Applebee's. I'm gonna don't come out.
Actually, the best, and definitely go see her. Don't have her come see
you.
No.
Have to go to her.
Yeah.
Have to go to her. That's the Casanova part of it.
Yeah.
But he's in a great spot.
I'm not worried about this guy. This guy is fine.
Yeah.
Send the text.
3 days.
Make the phone call.
Now, the rom-com side of it would be he goes and she's, like this is a Pedro O'Horny situation where she has a fiance
Who's Pedro O'Horny?
That's from Out Cold.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes.
Where they met in Playa dos Carmen or something.
Yes.
Pedro O'Horny's.
I forgot about that. Yes. I mean, yeah.
And this is also a day and age where this situation itself is so much easier.
Yeah, it's
right?
simple. Like it's very straightforward.
Our parents used to have to, like, if they met at a cool conference or something, they had to call the whole time.
That's what I don't get, man. Like I think about my parents being in college and trying to go to parties and stuff. Like once you go to a party, you're at that party. And it's probably awesome.
I was like, Dad, how did you know like where to go? He's like, well, because we just went to the same bar.
And they used to have dance cards. Okay. Like,
what?
Have you ever heard of a dance card?
No.
I think they're
I've
called
heard of yellow
cards. No. So a dance card is a card bearing the names of a woman's prospective partners at a formal dance.
What?
They used to do this way back in the day where you would have a dance card and you would fill, I don't know who would fill it out. I don't know if guys would sign up or if girls would write down like their interests, but you would have a card. I think they would do this at like dorms. I think at like a dorm, you would have like a dance card and like,
be like, hey, like
you'd have someone's name on it and be like, I'm going to go meet this person.
What?
So it says, this is a question. It says, what does having a dance card mean? It says, in modern times, the expression dance card is often used metaphorically as when someone says, pencil me into your dance card, meaning find some time to spend with me.
Ooh.
Conversely, claiming one's dance card is full implies that even though they may be interested, they have no time for another person.
A dance card?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm wondering if Grandma Jean had a loaded dance card back in the day.
It says dance cards were elaborate souvenirs that served to remind a lady of a particular night's ball or dinner party. Dance card listed the specific dances to be performed and provided lines for ladies to fill in the names of their dance partners.
Wow.
So I guess the ladies filled it out.
Is this like you know what like a debutante is?
Yeah, kind of like
it's like a debut for a woman.
Yeah, I've never really understood those
It's like Bridgerton
things.
Stuff.
Yeah, honestly, when I typed in dance card, I've never watched Bridgerton, so maybe they have them in here. But when I typed in dance card, it said dance card Bridgerton.
You've never seen Bridgerton? Are you fucking kidding me, Will?
There's something about it I don't like.
What? Does Sally watch it?
Yeah, she loved it.
Yeah. Okay. You would love it too.
There's something about it I don't like.
There's something about you I don't like.
I have a very limited span of years that I enjoy my content to be in. I don't like what's even the time frame of that, like the Renaissance or something?
I would go Victorian, perhaps colonial.
That's too early for me. When you got the white wigs on and like powdered and shit, like that's too early for me.
Count Will out on powdered wigs.
The earliest I go is
do we even like The Patriot?
The Patriot was fine. I mean, I feel like you can't stand Mel Gibson movies at this point without being in a gray area.
Heath Ledger, you can stand him.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
But like, yeah, like the earliest I'll go in terms of movie time frames is like the first season of The Crown. So like when
that's
Queen
like
Elizabeth,
the same thing.
No, it's not.
What? Downton Abbey?
I've never seen it. It's actually been something I've thought about starting recently. When did Bridgerton take place?
It's going to be like Victorian or Elizabethan.
1813. I think my hard stop is like 1920.
The other series that you said is definitely not. The Crown is definitely not 1920, is it?
The Crown, yeah, it starts off with Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different
entire journey.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different show entirely. So forgive me, Crown watchers out there.
How do we get here?
He asked about
because we were talking about dance cards and Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch
dance
Bridgerton.
Cards, debutante.
I heard it gets really porny though.
It's softcore porn. It is absolutely softcore porn.
I just don't know if I feel like watching that.
You do. It is tastefully done. I'll put it that way.
We'll see. Maybe once is season 2 out?
No, it's coming out though.
Maybe when that comes out, maybe I'll hop on it for a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just watch season 2 with Sal.
Is there any other rules for meeting somebody at a conference for 3 days that's fling style and then not seeing them but wanting to see them?
I would say that like your time is of the essence right now for him.
I just mean in general. I'm trying to say a guy met a girl that was in Nashville for a bachelor party. They hit it off and she went back to Denver. I mean, do you just pull the trigger and ask, say, hey, I'm going to fly out to Denver. I have a hotel. Do you want to get dinner? Here's the trip. If not, we'll never speak to each other again. But this guy has the unique aspect of going to the conference every year.
You know what I think you should do right now?
What's that?
I think you should punt this question to a future mail-in, and I think you should call Micah Weiner.
Whoa.
Micah and his wife, Caitlin.
Okay.
Very close friends of mine.
Shouts.
They met she was on a bachelorette party in Charleston. He was on a bachelor party in Charleston.
No way.
They met there, hit it off. Now they're married.
I need to ask him.
Yep. I think you guys just need to cold call Micah. Let him know. Maybe.
Yeah, I will.
Maybe don't cold call him. Maybe just call him. But yeah, that's what they did.
Really?
They lived apart. They lived separated for a while. They did home and homes once in a while.
Yeah.
She came to a Grand X tailgate.
No shit.
It's great.
Shouts to that. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Man,
I don't know of any rules though.
no, don't be creepy is probably the first. And like, don't the next weekend be like, I'm coming to see you.
Yeah, don't pass out in front of their like hotel door.
Oh,
I didn't do that.
okay.
Just
I
don't do
thought there was a story attached
No,
to
just
that.
don't do that.
Man.
Don't like find out what hotel they're staying at and then like go up there.
There is like a palpable energy though when it comes to conferences or something like work trips like that. You know, if back in the single days, or even now, if you're a wingman to a single, like if we went on a work trip with Randy and Randy's single, I'd be like, oh, the energy.
Yeah.
The energy is like we're gonna meet up with some people that
I
Randy's.
feel like I'm getting so old now that like Randy doesn't even want me as a wingman. Like I'm more of an anchor than I am anything.
Really.
Randy, would you let me wingman you? Okay.
Randy says yes. Randy says yes.
It's good.
Okay. Let's do the last one, Will. Hey, Brett and Will. Just moved in with my girlfriend of 2 years, shouts, and things have been going well so far with one minor exception. TV usage. My girlfriend loves watching hockey. Let's go Blues, he says, and football with me, but she hates, quote, stupid dude comedies like South Park, F is for Family, Archer, etc. I feel like Randy's a big dude comedy guy. I would throw these shows on in the background to de-stress after work while making dinner, but now when I do it, my girlfriend just rolls her eyes and refuses to be in the same room. Is there any way to change this, or do I just have to give up and be stuck watching British period dramas while making dinner? Thanks. Damn. Sounds like this dude is not a fan of Bridgerton.
No, he does not. He does not want Bridgerton anywhere near him.
TV usage with a live-in girlfriend /wife/fiance, Will deFries.
Well, can I ask a question before we answer this question?
Hit me.
What is your go-to background TV programming of choice? What is Caroline's go-to background TV programming of choice?
She loves reality. So
Okay.
you give her a Love Island. She's watched when she had COVID. I think she downed 2 seasons of Love Island, which is like 100 episodes, right?
Like amateur numbers.
But give her reality, give her Bachelor. Like, I think she doesn't want me to know that she still watches The Bachelor every night. She'll be like, oh yeah, just like watching The Bachelor, kind of.
I'm still watching this season.
Yeah.
Not
So
proud of that,
she is too.
But I'm too invested at this point.
She is peak reality TV.
That makes sense.
She can figure out a storyline without even like she can be on Twitter and Instagram. She can get the whole thing now. And
Yeah.
just
I like that about her.
I do too. I'm not necessarily that guy.
You're just hockey in the background.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
sports in the background guy.
I'm sports big time.
Is it a game or do you put ESPN on in the background?
I do games.
Okay.
I do games. Whatever game, if there's a game on, well, I make more interesting by wagering.
That helps.
Big games guy. And then at night, say the game is over, or say like ESPN is not what I'm looking for. Diners, drive-ins, and dives isn't on, which is weird because it's literally always on. But maybe I'm not feeling it. I go to YouTube and I watch YouTube videos.
I do too.
Like my guilty pleasure. This is gonna be a nerd shit. Randy's gonna dunk on me for this. I watch like science YouTube videos.
I get it.
Like if there's a 20-minute video on how planes fly, I watch it.
I do. I get it. Like YouTube has become one of my go-to like top apps to go to on my television. And I never thought I'd be that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I spend so much time on YouTube, especially in the morning when I'm like hanging out with Fritz and stuff. I just toss on 20-minute YouTube videos, old skate videos, soccer highlights, interviews. Something I've gotten quite into lately is, have you ever heard of Rick Steves?
No.
He's a PBS style travel guy who does very generic travel videos.
Oh, love it.
All around the world. And his videos get millions of views. Like he's stacking views on YouTube. He's probably a trillionaire at this point. And
no shit.
I've been watching his, and they're just really like, it's something that if you were learning about the geography of Italy in middle school, they would have put on a Rick Steves video and here, learn about it.
Dude, you know what is funny is that now that I think about it, I don't know why that just triggered this in my brain. And this is sort of borderline shower thought. I used to love watching VHS, like Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Or VHS, shoot, it might have even been like Nickelodeon by that point, but like PBS, educational videos
Once you have a kid, that
oh my God,
nostalgia ramps up so much.
Yeah.
I crave, like, I used to have this book where it was every month they would send you a new set of animals to put in the book. It was just like sheets that had information on the animals, had all their like, just had like write-ups on all of them.
Really?
And I want that book back that I can like go through with Fritz. I want to do all those like nostalgic things now. I want to go watch those videos. Like, I don't know why.
Did you ever have, it's a long rectangle.
Okay.
It looks like a, like a magnet you put on your fridge with a long like list kind of deal. In the top of that booklet, call it, there was a nail and a washer type of thing. And you could spin it around. And it was like animals and animal facts or science facts. And you could increase in level of detail. You could increase in there was like 5th grade ones, 3rd grade ones. And you spin them around, basically a hinge point. I don't even know what it's called. And I did those like flashcards every day. I was fascinated.
I'm about to show you.
You know what I'm saying, Randy? Yes, Randy says
I'm
yes.
about to show you the cover. I'm amazed by how easy it was to find the cover for this and what I used to do. And I'm going to show this to you, and I'm going to ask if this rings any bells for you.
No.
Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing? I just searched 1990s animal binder, and it was the Wildlife Fact File. And this thing was like my Bible back then. I loved it. They would but this one, they had like mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, all this kind of stuff. It was great.
Oh my God.
It was a wonderful book. And I would draw the animals. I would write out the paragraphs about the animals as if I was doing my own book report, even though I was literally just like writing the exact same information.
No shit.
I think it helped me like become a better speller and things like that. I loved it.
Dude.
How'd we get here?
We're talking
TV.
We're talking TV habits. I do want to, my shower thought is going to go back to early childhood education now. So please continue with your TV habits with your live-in significant other that maybe doesn't jive per se.
My background noise at home is either, most of the time, soccer games.
Okay. The Bundesliga?
Not necessarily Bundesliga.
Oh, yes.
But usually soccer games, they don't play Sky. I used to just put Sky Sports on because it was a 2-hour run, and I would tape them every day, watch them like later that night. NBCSN is no longer, which means that Sky Sports News is no longer getting recorded.
Yeah.
But at nighttime, I have completely taken that out.
Really?
I don't turn it on until Fritz has gone to sleep.
Okay.
Unless there's something we need to see. Sally, on the other hand, is a big Office person.
Oh.
I don't dislike The Office. I don't care about it anymore.
Oh no.
I don't want to watch it anymore. I've seen most of the episodes. I've seen all the episodes that I need to see. And so I just don't like having it on. It kind of reminds me of like hating my job.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Like watching The Office now, I still laugh, but it still makes me feel like I'm kind of just sitting in a depressing office, and I don't want to do that. And so I don't like when she has that on.
Believe me, I respect everything that The Office has done for culture, gifts, humor, but The Office /Friends /
I would rather she loves Friends too. I would rather her go Friends than The Office at this point, because I at least can like, it doesn't make me feel like I'm looking at people who hate their lives.
In a way, like the crutch anxiety shows that are very popular kind of remind me of Disney adults.
Yeah, I see it.
And I know that is going to upset people.
I see
and
it.
I am so sorry. But if you're like putting The Office in your Hinge profile,
it's too late for that.
Yeah.
Or is it like hip now because it's old?
No, it can't. It cannot be hip yet.
Again, I like The Office. It's fine.
Right.
I've seen it so many times. I don't care anymore.
I cannot rewatch. I can rewatch movies, Wedding Crashers. You can come at me for that. I'm a cult classic movie comedy rewatcher. Fine. I can't rewatch series like that.
Frasier's like the only one that I can say that I can rewatch and not be worried about it.
Yeah.
But all I do now to remedy this is I try to, if she's watching something and we need to start doing our, like I said, bedtime routine, I will put something on a speaker and I will start playing music because I don't want to have the TV on. The TV is not even in sight from where we're hanging out in the kitchen. Like you can kind of see it, but it's not a pleasurable viewing.
Sure.
And all I try to do is just I just take matters into my own hands and I'll put on a playlist that I like, and most of the time nothing happens.
Okay.
Hopefully she doesn't make it this far listening to it, because that's my way of getting The Office off of the television screen. But I just put on a playlist, turn the TV off, start going about my night, and then once Fritz goes to bed, all bets are off. We can turn the TV on, do whatever you want. But like, I interrupt the entire process by putting on a playlist and having no questions asked about that playlist.
Damn. So you want this guy to start playing music?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
She's like, babe, can you turn it down? He's like, nope.
Mm-mm.
This is my music hour.
But dude,
new thing I'm doing.
I've also like, I hate to say this to this guy, but I've never been the type to put on like Archer, South Park, those kind of things in the background, because like, no offense, it's kind of cruder humor sometimes, and I don't always want that going on when I'm just trying to relax and like zen out for the night. But I know I'm also different in that respect.
Sure.
I'm more like his girlfriend, who would much rather be watching like Have the Crown on in the background or something.
It sounds like that's exactly what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like from a problem solving standpoint, there's always the go in your room and watch TV. She's got the couch, or vice versa, right? Like,
here's an idea. What if they find a series that they've never watched together?
Yeah, I was going to say the common ground is like, let's find de-stress TV that we both like.
Sally and I are currently in the midst of trying to figure out a show that is a classic television show that neither of us have seen, that we can go watch and enjoy together.
Ooh, series?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to watch an entire series of something we've never seen. She's seen Game of Thrones. I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I'm still not racing to go see it, so we're not going to do that.
The last 2 seasons suck.
I've seen Sopranos. She has not seen Sopranos. I'm fine rewatching The Sopranos, but I'd rather do something else.
You both want a clean slate.
Yeah, I do. I want the clean slate more than she does. She doesn't care if I've seen it.
Okay.
But the one show that neither of us have ever seen, that we both should watch, there's 2 actually, and she has no interest in either of these, is The Wire and Better Call Saul.
Okay.
I know Better Call Saul's not done yet, but
True.
What better time to start binging it than right now? And we both love Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's my favorite show, I think, of all time.
Okay.
I should probably just start watching Better Call Saul.
Yeah, I would. You know what I want to do? Yellowstone.
Yeah. I'm going to wait till this entire season's done to dive into this season so I can binge it without having to worry about...
But you're caught up to this season.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed reviews.
I don't want to go in on this season and feel an obligation to watch it every week. I want to be able to watch 3 episodes of the new season and say, I'm officially out or I'm officially back in.
Okay. You know what's weird? Randy was telling me that the only way he would date a girl is if she would watch Walking Dead front to back.
I get that. That's a big Randy,
Randy and KJ still watch every episode of Walking Dead.
That's a miss. It's a hard miss, Randy.
Will, that's going to do it for questions.
Okay.
Now, shower thoughts. The critically
acclaimed
segment.
Go back to yours.
Early childhood education / 6, 7, whatever it was. Did you have the tubes of animals back then? Or did you have like a play closet or play like spot where you had like, whether it was Hot Wheels, it was animal figurines, it was dinosaurs.
About these? Animal World?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Animal World with the tubes.
My tubes.
My
yes.
tubes.
And you just like create scenarios in your fanatical like world that you had. The tubes of animals.
I didn't have these tubes. I didn't have these.
Oh,
these don't ring a bell for me.
Those suckers were the best. But whether like, what was your like, if video games are on one side of the spectrum, what was your physical?
Am I alone?
Yeah, you're alone. You're solo.
I was big into Connects. You know what Connects are?
I mean, I know what Connects are. Is that like is it not Legos? Like, I know Legos are Legos, but is it
I would say
Legos before Legos? Or
they're
those
similar to Legos.
Okay.
In practice.
Okay.
But it's almost like a blueprint. It's like, I feel like it's like a step above building something. It's like you're actually building something. Like you're actually doing
Okay, I see what you're
I
saying.
sound like an idiot right now.
No. I know. Now I get it. Now I'm here.
It's much more realistic. And
Okay.
I was big into those. But I was also big into Legos, and I was big into Playmobil. Those were the things I played with them all the time.
Huge in my house.
And I could do that forever. And that's all I did.
could still play with Legos.
Like this plane right here, I made this 100 times.
Nice.
I know I'm just showing stuff, like I should just put it on the screen, but I don't care. Like I used to just play with Connects all the time.
I feel like we did Connects like in my classroom.
See,
like we had like
Connects for me.
We had you weren't a big school fan.
No.
We did Connects in like my intro to engineering class in 4th grade type of thing. Along with junior achievement, which was our business class in 4th grade, which was so much fun. We would start our own business.
That sounds tight.
And my first ever business I started was a hockey shop, like a skate shop.
I love it. Was it?
I would
still
still
like
do
Mighty Ducks, like Hans?
No, if I was in 4th grade, it would have been 2003, 2004. So that would probably be peak like U.S. men's national team / Miracle came out in 2004. So something around that.
Okay.
But I was also a hockey player, so that probably was more the inspiration.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we Connects, Playmobiles, Legos. I never really got into like Bionicle. Did you ever do like Bionicle, Beyblade kind of shit?
No.
No, Bionicle was...
I'm looking at Bionicle right now, and I don't know what this is.
It's like Connects, but they're monsters that you fight.
These look like these are Connects that like.
Did I just butcher that, Randy?
But these look like Connects that are like you can only use these pieces for one reason. I like Connects because like you can build anything out of all of it.
That's fair. My grandparents had an actual set of Lincoln Logs too, which were kind of
my cousins had some like the
real OG Lincoln Logs.
My cousin has had some, and I don't know why I'd always like playing with them when I went over there. It was kind of satisfying to put this stuff together.
It really was. That's where I think I learned like ASMR from, was like Lincoln Log taps.
Yeah.
How about that? You don't realize how much stuff in your childhood is like I love I used to watch like Bob Ross constantly on PBS.
Dude, I've said this before. I've said this on Circling Dad. I've said it on Circling Back, and I'm saying it on here now. Like the amount of nostalgia that I feel these days since having a child has skyrocketed. All I want to do is go do the old stuff that I did. Like,
really,
I'm listening to music from my high school days more than I am now. I'm rewatching skate videos, which is something that like I would just do constantly back in the day. Mm-hmm. But even it goes further back into my childhood of like wanting to play with Connects, wanting to play with Playmobil, wanting to do that stuff. Like I just want to do everything that I like. Now that I've seen that book that I just told you about, I'm probably going to go on eBay and buy an old one.
You should, have it. Dude. Oh my God. You absolutely should. Like,
I want to see him playing with the same things that I loved.
Yeah.
He probably won't care because he'll have like an iPad that'll just stare at all the time, but whatever.
Yeah.
I can at least try.
That's like this generation's like, oh, I'm not going to give my kid a cell phone until they're in 8th grade. It's like, I'm not going to give my kid an iPad until they're 6. It's like, yeah, you are.
Yeah. No,
and you are going to worship that thing on flights and dinners and the rest.
I don't want to do that when we're at home.
Of course.
I don't blame parents, especially not of a child. I understand why people are like, I will never do that.
I'll never be the iPad dad.
You'll end up doing it.
Yeah.
You'll probably end up doing it.
Man.
Sorry.
Nostalgia.
Yep.
It'll get you. It'll get you. I used to the Hot Wheels. You ever do the ramps and shit too?
Yeah.
Oh,
we had the track that you would put those cars on and fly them up.
Yeah. Oh, the electric track.
It was great.
Yeah. Man, I had like trains and shit too. You know, model trains. You ever put those?
Yeah, I wasn't
together?
into model trains.
Oh, I wouldn't say I was into them, but I had a track.
I'm surprised I didn't get more into it. Man, I just like building shit.
Me too.
I think it was because my dad liked it, so I always did it with him.
Me too. Like building shit, like playing with Legos, the whole 9. Well, that's going to do it for the mail. You have fun?
I did.
Where can the folks find you at?
Hit me up. Will deFries. Twitter, Instagram, Circling Back Podcast, Sunday Scaries Podcast, Watch Media. You know where it is.
You know what it be.
Yep.
It do be that. Shouts to Adam. Shouts to Randy. Thank you on the 1s and 2s. Subscribe to the Mail-In Podcast. Give us a 5-star rating. Give us a review. Maybe tell a friend about it if you're as nostalgic as we are right now. Hit the hotline number. Leave a voicemail. 888-362-MAIL. That's 888-362-6245. Or you can write in at the link in the Twitter bio. We will see y'all next week. Peace.